My intuition is telling me there'll be better days.
What's up, fam? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be just like a quick get ready with me and a first impressions of some new products that I got. So influencer, I still can't believe it, like that I got free makeup. Like, I love Influencer. Like, they have literally made my dreams come true. Not only my dream of getting makeup for free, but they gave me validation, made me feel like my voice matters. Like somebody cares about my opinion. No, I'm just kidding. I just like it because I get free makeup. Like, that's freaking bomb. And actually, this is like my first high-end brand that I have gotten from them. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And I just wanted to, I really just wanted to try them and, you know, have you guys get ready with me and see how I feel about them. So if you would like to see how these products work, then keep on watching. And if you do like this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Alright, so I am going to be trying out some new products today. So before I do my eyeshadow, I'm going to put on some moisturizer, and this is new. This is Lancome AQUAGEL Defense 50. And it is it says broad spectrum SPF 50 all day primer and moisturizer. And then it says AQUAGEL technology, oil free plus cooling plus invisible. Okay, you guys know how I feel about primers and moisturizers in one. It's very like fancy for a moisturizer. I am going to get a like procedure, like outpatient surgery on my back, which I get, well, technically it's every 6 months, but because I have to get them done bilaterally, I have to get both sides done, it ends up being like every 3 months. So I'm not going for anything dramatic today because, yeah, I'm just going to be put to sleep. We can call this surgery glam. But there is I do have a car ride to go to. So, alright, let me see how... I'm very picky about my moisturizers because I'm so dry. So, let me see what it looks like. It's like, it looks like a sunscreen or a moisturizer. It doesn't smell like sunscreen. I think that's what I just don't like the smell of sunscreen. It has like kind of a light, like maybe floralish scent. It's nothing like too strong. Just very like fresh smelling. Okay. It is reminding me of my like Smashbox primerizer, the primer and moisturizer in one. But this one feels, it's like it's just a little bit thicker. But I like that. And by the way, I didn't have any moisturizer on already. I only had a serum on. It is very hydrating and it's cooling. I can definitely feel the cooling. Ooh, this will be nice in the summer. Oh my god, it gets so hot in Florida. You guys don't even know. Like, Florida summers are our punishment for like having nice weather all year round. Well, not all year because the summer's pretty brutal. But yeah. That's our punishment. I can definitely see kind of like a, almost a little bit of a blurring effect. It's not tacky, but it is, if that makes sense. It's like not, it's not tacky. I forget I said that. But it feels like it does have some grit to it. It just feels very like plump, like, but it feels like your foundation would kind of cling to it. So even though this is a primer moisturizer, they also sent me a like blur prep and matte primer that I want to try it. This would be nice if you need something with like SPF and you need, you know, to skip a step and combine your moisturizer and primer in one, like if you're going to the beach or something. So that would be a really good time that this would be a good primer. So I have been wanting to do a video like about how I injured my back and dealing with chronic pain. Like I've made notes on it and everything, but I know it's gonna be like so emotionally draining for me to film it and to talk about it, because it just affects every aspect of my life. Like I had no idea like what people in chronic pain went through until I was one of them. And it's just a topic that there's a lot of, I guess, ignorance about. I guess people just don't know about it and like what we truly go through. But like I said, because I know how emotionally draining it's going to be, I've been procrastinating. I'm going to take my Huda Beauty New Nude palette and I'm going to go in with Play, this like light peach, and a Sigma E35. I am going on a cruise this summer with my friends. It's like a girls trip, and okay, so I'm an INFJ. I like to plan things, but I really don't care about the like specific details. You know, like just tell me when and where and I'll be there. Like, but I don't care, like I care about the itinerary to a point, but I'm not someone who is like, okay, from here to here we need to be doing this. So, but a couple of my friends are, so they're the ones that, you know, like always plan the trips that we go on. You know, they'll send us the information and whatever. So, you know, they sent us the information about the cruise, and I went on and, you know, looked at it, and we, you know, was trying to figure out who, well, it wasn't hard to figure out who I was gonna share a room with, like my best friend, but, you know, we were just talking about it and talking about like what type of room we should get. It's crazy like how much more expensive it is to get a room with like a window this big, let alone a balcony. But we're both like, no, we cannot be in a room without some sort of window. This is the second cruise I will be going on. The first one I went on was 4 days, and it was to the Bahamas, and I really liked it, but I remember like thinking any longer than that like would be way too long to be stuck on a, like, you know, like you can't get internet, and I was in school then, I had a paper due. Oh my god, I ended up spending like $75 for internet to do my paper and submit it. You know, there was a deal on Carnival where they were having like the down payment half off, and it was only for like 2 more days. So I, you know, my friend and I were talking about it, and we're like, do you just want to go ahead and put the deposit down since, you know, it's 50% off? And she's like, yeah, sure. So we put the deposit down, and then, you know, like as I'm looking more into it, I'm like, girl, do you realize that this is 7 days long? She's like, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't even know how I'm gonna get that much time off from work. She's like, yeah, no, like me too. We're like, why would they plan for that long? Like, we're all nurses, so they all know that it's not easy to get that much time off, especially like they all work together. So I remember when we would all try to get, you know, the same day or same time off to do something, I would always be the one that would get screwed. They would give them the time off, and then I would get scheduled, and then I would have to like beg someone to switch with me. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this Morphe 562 and the color Secret right here, and just put that in the crease. I am loving this brush. It like just puts it in the crease so perfectly. It's like a teeny tiny, oh no, I just put it in the wrong color. Damn it, I just went in Teddy. Whatever. We'll add some Teddy to it too. I was playing with some makeup like at 4 in the morning today. Like, I always feel that's when I come up with the best things, because I know I'm just like playing around and I don't take it too seriously. So I'm willing to try things that maybe I normally wouldn't be. You know, I wouldn't want to try, like, if I was going to work or going somewhere, because I'm like, oh, if I screw it up, I'm not going to have time to take it all off and start over again. But when I'm just playing around, you know, there's like that, there's no pressure. Oh, so anyways, back to the cruise thing. So, I know, like, horrible problems. You're going on a cruise for 7 days. But, like, that's not the point. Like, number one, like, I don't know. I should have been paying closer attention to the details. But like I said before, I'm not big on details. I was just like, oh yeah, okay, cruise. Let's sign up for it. And my friend did the same thing because, you know, we're both like, that's really long. And because I am an introvert, like, I draw energy from being alone. So I'm going to be, even though I love my best friend to death, you know, just sharing a room with someone is going to be draining my energy, let alone, like, you know, going on activities and stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You're gonna hear about me. I'm gonna jump off the cruise ship and try and swim home. Just kidding. I'm gonna go in with Spanked, the B80. Okay, so for the lid, I'm actually gonna be using a highlighter. I'm going to be using the Master Chrome highlighter, metallic highlighter in Molten Rose Gold. And this is like one of my favorite like tricks, or I don't know, it's not really a trick, but one of my favorite things to do when I'm trying to go for like a more natural look. I'll just take like a really pretty highlighter and put it on the lid because it really just opens your eyes up. But it's not like so dramatic. I'm going to add some of this Wet n Wild highlighter in Precious Petals. Let me just see how it'll look. Yeah, I like that. I don't know why, but the Wet n Wild highlighters seem to perform like really well on the eyelid compared to some other highlighters. And then I'm going to go back in with Spanked and go in the crease and just blend that out. Okay, so I'm just going to take Dystopian from my Sultry palette, or any dark brown, with a slanted brush, and I'm just going to use that for eyeliner. Some Tarteste mascara on, a tiny bit, because I'm going to have my face down in a pillow. On a table, actually, not a pillow. I don't even get a pillow. So now I'm going to prime, and I'm going to be testing out this Lancome Prep and Matte Refreshing Mattifying Makeup Primer. It says, Refreshing Mattifying Makeup Primer All Day Hydration. Make no compromise with this mattifying primer that provides a long-lasting matte finish while taking care of your skin. This formula refines skin texture and minimizes the appearance of pores to help improve foundation wear and control shine all day. Its lightweight texture provides an instant fresh feeling and all-day hydration. Suitable for all skin types, including sensitive. Wow, usually, like, if it's a mattifying primer, a lot of mattifying primers don't work well for me because they are so drying and they're geared more towards people with oily skin. So it's very hard to find a mattifying primer that is also like hydrating. So I think that I'm going to use this on one side, and then I'm going to use this Touch in Soul No POREBLOM primer on the other. This is a mattifying primer, but it is also kind of hydrating. It's not too drying. So that's what what came to mind when I was trying to think of a primer that would be like similar to this, that I could compare it to. So here's what it looks like. Ooh, I really like the bottle. Let's get started. Just like a white cream. Ooh. It does feel very like hydrating. It goes on like super smoothly. It's not like a silicone based primer like some can be. I think the No POREBLOM one is silicone based. This is cooling as well. It's definitely really hydrating. It actually kind of feels like, reminds me of like a Too Faced Hangover RX or like some sort of hydrating primer. It doesn't have a scent to it. Ooh, even though it went on like so hydrating, it still has like some tackiness to it. Ooh, like it feels like it's really gonna hold on to my makeup. Okay, so on the other side, I'm gonna use the No POREBLOM. I have been like really liking this. This is, the best way I would describe it would be like a kind of like hydrating professional. So this finish feels like a silicone primer. It's like, you know, kind of slippery, not tacky. As far as blurring, I want to say they're pretty close. I'm almost leaning more towards the Lancome one, even though like it's really hydrating and here it looks kind of shiny. Like somehow like it's still making my pores look smaller. So now I'm going to go in with my Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. I honestly like can't tell a difference. I've been like studying my face and they look similar. Okay, so this is the side with the Prep and Matte by Lancome. And this is the side with the No POREBLOM by Touch in Sol. I can definitely see that like my pores look smaller and it did give it a like kind of blurred effect. So next is what I am like most excited about, and it is the TEINT Idole Ultra Wear Camouflage Ultra Wear High Coverage Corrector. So, and it is in Universal Highlighter. Funny enough, I have the Lancome TEINT Idole Ultra Wear Camouflage Concealer. This bitch is full coverage. When I say full coverage, I am not playing. I'm talking like fuller coverage than Tarte Shape Tape, than Makeup Revolution, then I only like break this out like on special occasions or like when I want to look like super like fabulous and like yeah, super coverage. So what I'm going to do is, the only thing that this is very thick, so I usually mix it in with another concealer just to make it a little bit thinner and easier to blend out. What I usually do is I will mix it in with this Makeup Forever HD Invisible Cover Concealer, because this is like a little too thin on its own and this is just a little too thick on its own. And it took me like, there's definitely a learning curve when it comes to this concealer, because you can't just like put it on your face like out of the tube. I tried that, but it is so full coverage. You need the tiniest amount. So I will like mix these together and then I'll use a concealer brush and kind of like paint it on. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But here's the fun part. I'm going to mix the regular concealer in with my Makeup Forever, and then I'm going to take the one in Universal Highlighter and also mix it with my Makeup Forever on the other side. so you can see if there's a difference, and if so, how much. Because some like illuminating highlighters, or when you put some sort of illumination like under your eyes, if it's like too illuminating, it can accentuate like any fine lines or wrinkles, and it's just not cute. So we're gonna have to see if it borders on the line of tasteful or tacky. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this little plastic insert I used for my foundation and put some of the regular concealer down, and this is in 010 Beige Porcelain, but then above it, it says 090 Ivory. It's very thick. You can see it's not running down. Now I probably won't be able to show you the Makeup Forever one because it would run down, but I'm just gonna mix some of it in. Even though it is like a thick concealer, it is not drying at all. It is actually like very hydrating. Like the IT Cosmetics like Bye Bye Under Eye, that is really thick, but it's kind of drying. Take a damp sponge and blend that out. Okay. No concealer? Concealer. So now I am going to mix the Corrector in Universal Highlighter with the Makeup Forever HD Concealer, and this is in Y21. You are extremely fair and have a hard time finding a fair enough concealer. Whew, like this is a little too light on its own for me, so. I can definitely see like the illumination already in it. Okay, let me blend it out. Wow, I don't know if you guys can tell, but ooh, that is so gorgeous. It is like very glowy, but not in like a crazy way. Ooh, my god! Look at that. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. Okay, here's the side with the color corrector. And here's the side with the regular concealer. This side still does have a glow, but bam. Not like that one. Ooh, that is so pretty. I think I forgot to mention like a really important part. So the reason like I mixed it in with concealer is because in the instructions it says, okay, so it says makeup artist tip. Mix universal highlighter with your favorite TEINT Idole Ultra Concealer or Corrector to add an instant illumination. So, and then it also can be used as a liquid highlighter. Oh shoot, I just set my face. That's what happens every single time I want to use a liquid highlighter. And here is what it looks like a little bit, but I want to use it too. Let me show it to you, blend it out. Look how full coverage that is. It's like no joke, but it's so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this Marc Jacobs The MARC Lip Frost in Sugar Sugar. And here is the finished look. To go get put to sleep. Alright guys, I will see you in my next video.